They buried me in the water and I came, I knew. Ha ha. Now I'm baptized in blue.
I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got gritty. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.
Welcome to the Changing the Culture podcast with your host, me, Autumn Clifford. As always, I'm very excited to have you here. If you loved that music, go to the end of the podcast, check out the whole song. I love hip hop. I love first responders. So mixing it together is obviously one of the things that I'm passionate about. I'm really excited to bring you today's show. But before I do, I want to invite you to come and hang out with me in the Culture Shock Challenge. I am teaching you, I'm leading and guiding you on 14-day challenge on how you can ditch burnout, to be the most resilient person that you know, and to honestly really shock our culture, change the culture that we have for first responders. This is designed specifically for you. It's all backed by science. There's a link in the bio. It's free to join. Come and hang out with us. Let's go. You want to feel better? You want to lose some weight? You want to be able to think better? You want to be able to sleep better? This is for you. I made it just for you. All right, fam. I hope you enjoy this podcast episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you. What is up, Sheepdog Nation? It has been a minute. Your girl is back and she has lots to say tonight. I'm so excited to have you on the Changing the Culture podcast. I hope you loved my introduction with one of my favorite rappers, One Time Music, happens to be a brother in blue. Love that guy. Go check him out at One Time Music on Instagram. So what are we talking about? What's been going on? Ooh, I got lots to tell you. Tonight's episode, it's tonight because it's tonight when I'm recording it. It's called Pull Your Head Out of Your Ass. And I'm really excited about it because I want you to pull your head out of your ass. I think you need to hear this. If you're listening to this, I want you to know you've been guided here because you need to pull your head out of your ass. I just have so much to talk about. I have so much to say. We've been living in this really odd world. I've really stepped back when it has come to giving my opinion publicly about a lot of things. And I'm just going to tell you why. I think it's important that you know why. I just don't think adding my opinion to the mix of on who you should vote for, if you should believe in the vaccine or not, what happened at the Capitol, the whole presidency, all this shit, like, you don't need my opinion to form a fucking opinion. There is so much shit going on. I don't bring value to my life. It is not valuable to me to go onto social media and give an opinion about like stuff like that. I'm not trying to sway your opinion in any way, shape, or form. And I'm just throwing that out there because I just see like a lot of quote unquote influencers doing that. And I'm just like, damn, like especially uneducated people who are literally just throwing their opinions out there. And then like we all get like brainwashed because what do you do all day? You scroll, Instagram or Facebook or social medias all day long. And then you're like, well, I have this opinion now. And then it was never even your opinion to begin with. And who even knows if it's an educated opinion? It's just a bunch of other people's opinion. Now it's your opinion, right? So I have really kind of calmed down. I've really taken a step back. And that's why like it's been a little bit quiet up in here for a minute. And then my husband and I took a beautiful vacation and we went to Jamaica. And it was absolutely beautiful. And one thing I'd like to tell everybody is we stay with Sandals. And I'll tell you why. First off, if you are a first responder or a healthcare worker, and I believe a teacher, you get 10% off of your entire stay. So let me just put it to you this way. So when you stay for like 7 or 8 nights, like we do, and it costs like $5,000 because everything's included for 2 people. You don't pull your credit card out. You don't pull any money out. Like when you get there, you're like, it's all paid for. And then you get 10% off that. That's like $500 off. And so like, that's really beneficial to us. Like we love that. They love first responders there. So like everybody was like asking my husband, like, so you a cop? And like and it's cool being a female. Like my female cops know this. We just go incognito everywhere. Like nobody has a clue, right? It's like, yeah, he is. He is. And and it's really funny because I would go like, so back when I was working patrol, I would go to like I'd go to Hannaford or like the supermarket for people who aren't in Maine. And I'd see people that I've dealt with and arrested, and they would not recognize me because your girl looked like a girl. Her hair was down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I had a little mascara on, and like I was looking good. And they were like, oh, hell no. She definitely isn't that bitch that arrested me. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely incognito. That was really nice, I gotta say. You guys kind of suck that way. But anyways, Jamaica was just absolutely stunning. And here's what I want to say. Here's pull your head out of your ass. I'm pulling my seat a little bit closer. So I'm getting really into this when I pull my seat a little closer. Oh, heads up. If you want to see kind of behind the scenes of tonight's episode, I posted a video on my Instagram. Go check it out at Officer Autumn. I'm in my LL Bean flannel pajamas. Well, it's like a flannel shirt, but I wear it all the time for everything. Anyways, it's my sleeping shirt tonight. So I just wanted you to go see what a Maine girl looks like behind the scenes. Anyways, so why is this episode like pull your head out of your ass, right? Like, okay, because this is what I want to say. You need to do you. You need to do you. We are in a very precarious time where the government wants to tell us what to do, okay? And then we have a lot of influences from people. Our country is split, right? It is. And I'm not making this super political really, because I don't want to talk about it. It pisses me off. The whole thing really does. But what I want to say is like, we're split. Like we're really split, okay? And the last thing any of us needs is more people trying to tell us what to do. And the last thing you need to do is try to make other people happy and try to fit in. I did that a little bit. Like I bit my tongue about a whole lot of shit. Like this whole year, I haven't said shit about my position on COVID, how I feel about the vaccine, how I feel about lockdown, what I think about masks. Like I've really kind of bit my tongue. If you know me up close and personal, then you know where I stand with all of it. But I just want to say, you need to do you. You do you. It's just really important. We needed a vacation. My husband and I, we schedule 3 to 4 vacations every year. And if you are a first responder, and it doesn't even matter if you're a first responder or not, but I can just say from being a first responder, like you need that break. You just need that break. And people don't understand, like for me, being like a business owner, where my business comes anywhere, I'll take it anywhere. I don't necessarily need a break from my hometown, right? But like as a first responder, when you're patrolling your hometown, you need a fucking break because everywhere you look looks like work to you. And that's the truth. And I know you can relate to this if you are a first responder listening. And it doesn't matter in what capacity. It's just everything looks like work to you. And so you need a break. You need a mental, physical break, both. And so I schedule those in 3-4 times a year minimum. We go. It's very, very important to us. And so Jamaica was bought and paid for last year, same time. And when we were in Jamaica last year, and we went, and it was the most amazing, beautiful experience. Jamaica was so clean. It was amazing. We were out. We spent the entire 8 nights outside. We not like outside, like we had a room, but like 8 days, like we were just outside all the time. We weren't around anybody. The only person we super had contact with was our butler, and he's just amazing. We actually befriended him. Like I love this guy, and he has a beautiful family, and we've gotten to know him, and it's just very personable for us going to this resort. We go to a very small resort. We're not the big party people. I think my husband's more of a party animal than I am. I'm more like, I want to go on the beach. I want to drink my pina coladas, and I don't want to be spoken to. Like, don't fucking talk to me. Just let me be on the beach for like 8 days of just shut the fuck up. And Adam's like, whoa, and I'm like, no. Anyways, we did us. Now, I don't really care what anybody's opinion is on that. We did us. And I'm telling you, you need to pull your head out of your ass and you need to do you. What is that? What do you need? Why don't you check in right now and just ask yourself, what the fuck do you need? I know what we needed. We need to get away for a minute, and we did, and it was beautiful. It was great. And like Adam kept his phone away the whole time. And I had my phone out here and there because I checked on my clients, and like I'm kind of like a crazy obsessive person. I really love my clients and I love my business. So I'm like, I take steps away, but just not super far away. I just really like what I do. So anyways, it was really beautiful. So why am I telling you this? Well, because I think a lot of people aren't checking in with themselves. I think that we're spending a lot of time in our heads and doing all the like being scared and being out of our minds and oh, do this or oh, don't do that. And I just think you need to check in with yourself. And, you know, the whole basis of my entire life is really in this podcast is checking in with yourself and trusting yourself. Like, you know you. So, you know, we're getting to months where depression is real, especially up in the Northeast and anywhere it gets fucking cold and dark early. I read a doctor say the other day that like the third week of January is when they really, really, really start seeing significant impacts on like suicide and mental health and depression. And right now is very high. And so I'm telling you, check in with yourself. Don't ignore yourself. A lot of times we get really depressive and anxious because we're actually ignoring ourself. It's like the weirdest thing. And so just some indications that you might be ignoring yourself are the numb mind scrolling. You do it, I do it. It's like mind numbing. You just sit there and you scroll and scroll and scroll. For some people, it's the video games. You just could play video games for fucking 8 hours and you don't even know what happened. And you're just, because you're not thinking about life. You're just, okay, there's a healthy balance to all of that. Numbing out and you know, like what Dr. Gilmartin says in the emotional survival of law enforcement is in like the chair, right? Like everybody has this chair and you might just sit in it and numb out and not be like cognizant of the world going on around you, your family and stuff. And that's not okay. So a lot of times we numb out that way. We numb out with drugs and alcohol, numb out with food, smoking, pills, gambling, sex, like, and listen, like some of that shit's okay. Like sex is great. I love sex with my husband, like, right. But it's like I've talked to some clients, first responders who had like an addiction to it actually, and it was not healthy and they could not maintain a marriage or a relationship. And it was a very bad thing. And for them, they admittedly, that was how they numbed out. Like they, you know, and that is true. And that happens. And so we need to be cognizant of how we are numbing out and how we are not actually listening to ourselves. We need to be listening to ourselves. We need to be focused on ourselves. And we need to allow ourselves to feel how we feel. That's number 2. Pull head out of your ass. Are you not allowing yourself to feel how you actually feel right now? About anything and everything. A lot of us are really trying to keep it together. But I'm telling you, like, good, like keep it together. But if you feel angry, you're not wrong for feeling angry. If you feel sad, frustrated, scared, anything, you're allowed to feel all of that and stop like shoving it down, you know? Pull your head out of your ass. You're human and you matter and you fucking count. You count and your feelings count. Okay? So important. So important. We got to really stop devaluing ourselves, right? So big. I don't know. I see a lot of that going on and like people devaluing other people because like they don't have like big followings or like whatever. And it's who really cares about what anybody else thinks? And that's another thing I'd like to just touch on. And, you know, something that I think is a battle, maybe for me too, I guess, self-admittedly, is really not caring about what anybody else thinks. And when I mean that, I mean like anybody. So a lot of us, okay, so it kind of goes like this. So here's kind of how this works. It's like, okay, I'm going to go do this thing. And we worry about what our family thinks or what complete strangers think. It's like the weirdest thing. So usually it's not both. Usually it's like, well, I know my mom and dad have my back, but fucking Sally, Sue, and Jim over there, like, I don't know, like, what are all these people going to think of me? And like all my friends on Facebook and like social media, like, what are they going to think? Right. Or it's the opposite. It's like, well, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks but my mom. or my dad, I don't want, or my kids or whatever. Just recognize that. And here's what I want to say. And I think I've said this before, but I'll just say it again. People really only give a fuck for 5 minutes. They give a fuck about you for 5 minutes and then they're on to Karen bitching about somebody else. Truly. So, I just don't even worry about it. Everybody wants to talk about like the next big thing. And trust me, you're on their mind for 5 minutes. And listen, here's how I say it. Here's how I look at it. You can love me and you could hate me. Between us, usually there's like no in between. That's just how I am for some reason. But guess what? You're still talking about me. Yeah, my name is still out there. You still get my name out there. You're still making me famous. Yes. Thank you. Thanks for making your girl famous. You're helping me be on my way to be famous. You see how I just switched that? You see how I switched that energy? Because I don't care. Look, I've got friends I went to college with who I thought were my good friends talking shit about me, going, I don't even know what she does. Like, what is she doing? And I'm over here like, girl, I'm living my best life, making more money than you, sitting from my house that is, on water. I live on a pond. Well, it's a lake. It'd be like a lake, but it's called pond because it's spring fed. Yeah. Like I'm living my best life. I love what I do and I'm so impactful and like, I really don't care. A couple of years ago, it made me take a few steps back. I'm like, oh my God, people don't like me. But I'm like, you are making me famous. And that's what I want you to do. I really need that mindset switch. And so as we're going on and this is really an episode of Autumn venting about a lot of different things. So one thing that's been really, really prevalent in my clients, what they've been coming to me with has been a lot of things. But one thing is their mindset is really not that good right now. I'm seeing a lot of people struggle for different reasons. Struggle with money, struggle with relationships, struggle with communicating, struggle. Sidebar. What I want to say to you is this. January 31st at midnight, the life coaching certification course that I've put on will close its doors. If you have ever wanted to be a life coach, if you've ever wanted to learn how to do what I do, if you even just want to start a business, become a trainer, bring life coaching to your police department, hell, maybe just take a personal development course from me that has helped me change my life. And not only me, hundreds of others change their lives. You should come in. It's going to be the lowest price that it'll ever be. And it's a live. This version right now is live. We are changing the game. I have done something that nobody else is doing because you are listening to the only female police officer self-help expert in the game. Motherfucker, what's up? I'm here. I'm doing big things and I want you to come do big things with me. So the link is going to be straight in the show notes, or you come right to autumnclifford.com, go to trainings, and then you'll see the life coaching school. Oh, sorry, I dropped my charger. You're going to see the life coaching school tab. Click that. There's a sales page. Come and message me if you have any questions at all. If you are at all interested in doing what I'm about to start talking to you about, you want to come in here. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. You come hang out with me. Message me on Instagram at Officer Autumn if you have any questions at all. You can go to the link in my bio there too if you want to read about it. Okay, so what I was saying is the mindset, right? Our mindset, we're getting really negative. Like I said, body image is a really big thing right now. Relationships, communication, money, business building, careers. People are really having a hard time being in law enforcement right now. And I fucking totally understand. Here's what I want you to know. My mentor taught me this. He's a retired Chicago police department. Yes, he's a retired Chicago police department. He's the whole fucking department. No, he's a retired Chicago police officer, and he is absolutely amazing. He's like one of these people who like everybody, you just want to go be around. And he says it perfectly. Like the job is not going to take care of you. And the job is the job, right? And it doesn't matter what job you're in. And this whole job security is a bullshit illusion. He probably says it a lot more nicer than that, but it really is. And 2020 really showed us that, right? Unemployment's at an all-time low right now, fam. And we saw a lot of people lose their jobs. A lot of businesses go under. There's really no such thing as job security anymore, even for us. Defund the police is everywhere. And I heard about one of the biggest police departments, the biggest police department in my state, furloughed officers. Okay. I had no idea. I just found that out last week. Furloughed officers in the spring. Y'all, like shit's real out there. And your agency's not looking out for you. Law enforcement's not looking out for you. Your job is not looking out for you. It is up to you to look out for you. And so when we talk about mindset, here's what I want to tell you. You know, we have a lot of people that are on the fence with like joining my stuff. And like, and listen, if I'm not your coach, no problem. Like I'm just going to be very fucking frank with you. Like it's really no problem. I'm not offended at all. But here's what I want to tell you. If you're going to invest in something, the best thing to invest in is yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your mind. Now, when I say invest in your education, I don't mean necessarily college. I don't mean not college. Hello, your girl's an adjunct professor. Like I believe in it. But here's what I want to say. College didn't get me to where I'm at. I invested over $60,000 in my coaching education. That's right. Okay, that's real. That's fucking real. I do want to say that I didn't take out a loan for that either. Like this stuff's real. I mean, you know, what I'm doing is no joke. And a lot of people don't understand what life coaching is, and they mimic me and they mock me and they, you know, give me a bunch of shit. But like, once you understand that, it's what saved my life. It's what pulled me out of my depression. It's what got me off of the chair, you know, the chair and the couch when I was couch ridden after I got injured. And when you understand that, not only did that do that for me, but I have really helped save and I've really helped turn so many hundreds of lives around for first responders. That doesn't include the lives I've touched on this podcast. Then you stop mimicking it and you start going, okay, so what is it? You know, the biggest thing I just want to say is you got to take care of you. You have got to invest in you. And if you don't know how to turn your negative ass mindset around, you're fucked. Good luck. Good luck. But I mean, I can't say it to you any nicer than that. If you don't know how to turn your shit around when you are feeling negative, I'm sorry. You don't know how to turn your life around, but yet you don't want to invest in yourself and all you do is run around and blame everybody else for your bullshit. That's all on you. I don't have time for that. No time for that. I have no time for people. I have people that like message me and like they have these big stories and then I'm like, well, you can sign up for this course, you can do this, you can do that, or you can get coaching. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay. Well, I have things at every price point, including $35. So I don't believe that for a second. If you can't afford $35, truly, if you can't afford to invest in yourself for $35, then I'm not sure we have that much to talk about because I don't want to be around you. And I know it sounds like a dick and I know you're like, oh, I'm a bitch. No, I'm just calling you out because I'm sick and tired of people playing small. I'm sick and tired of the most brilliant people. I mean, I think first responders are some of the smartest, dumbest, smartest people in the world. We're dumb because we put up and take a lot of shit. We really do. And we are dumb to think that our agencies have our backs. I think that this year now more than ever, we know they do not have our backs. And we have to have our backs. We have to have our own backs. That's the long and the short, the middle and the end. Fucking done. Capiche? You have to have your own back. So, you know, I've been talking a lot with my clients. So we're going through, you know, everyone's kind of going through like their, you know, I have clients at all different levels, right? So I have some really high-end clients, high-end meaning, you know, they invest a lot of money in themselves and they get a fuck ton of return. And I mean, their lives are changing. They are not the same person that they were. They are investing in more and more high level mentoring with me and they're doing great things. And then I have, you know, I've got clients at the $35 a month, you know, level and they're doing good. There's nothing wrong with them. They're doing good. They're with me for certain reasons and I love them dearly. You know, we have a lot of different things. What I want to say is people who are taking seriously of not letting the negativity engulf them, it's work. Got to know what you're doing, but they are making money. Listen, I have a police officer who, okay, just listen to what I said. She's a cop, okay? So we all know how much money we make, okay? And she doesn't live in California. Shout out to My buddy Mark Hildebrand working for LAPD, making a ton of money. She's not doing that. She works at a small police department, doesn't make awful money, but she doesn't make a ton of money. She is like, she came to me. She's like, I'm investing. I'm working with you. It costs quite a bit of money to work with me one-on-one. But she says, I'm going to do it. And within like 3 or 4 months, she had manifested. She literally gets paid to live. She has a brother, and he has some like medical stuff, and he gets and she's like, she now gets paid to live with him kind of as a caretaker. I'm not sure the specifics. It's really none of my business. I don't care. She's just getting paid and doesn't have to fucking pay rent. That's hello, manifesting. That girl won. She just won. How would you like to get paid to live? You're rent free. How would you like that? Not to worry about that, right? How would you like to have an extra $500 to $1,000 a month to do whatever the hell you want to do with? How would that make you feel? What could you do with that money? That's what this is about, right? And so many people think that it's either like, well, I got to quit my job, or I just got to be this, cop, firefighter, EMT, correctional officer, probation officer. I just got to be in here, and I just got to stay doing my job, or whatever job you do. I have a lot of people who are not first responders that listen to this podcast, but it's never like that. It's never, you just have to stay, or, you can go, or, if you build a business and you have to quit. No. My mentor worked as a police officer for 20 years at Chicago PD, and he was a millionaire. He was a millionaire by the time he was 26 years old from his side businesses. He's a multi-millionaire now. He's retired. He never quit. He didn't have to quit the job. Came from a family of blue bloods. He wasn't going to quit. I'm telling you, you don't have to quit. Nobody says you got to quit the job. You just got to make sure the job doesn't own you. No matter what job it is, job can't own you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how old you are hearing this and letting this sink in. You could be 20 years old. I'm telling you, set yourself up. You got so much time ahead of you, but you could be 50, 60 years old hearing this. And I'm telling you right now, start doing something. Retirement's coming, and start doing something. It's never too late. You got so much time. And I just want you to pull your head out of your ass. Said with a whole lot of love. We need you to be living your best life. You're here, you have a purpose much bigger than what you ever thought and dreamed of, or you get that little inkling, like ting, I don't know. It's like a, what is it? It's like a nudge. It's like, like when you I'll tell you. It's when you sit down on the couch and you got this like fucking piece of like really good food. Like, we're going to go with chocolate cake. Okay. Cause this happened to me the other day. Pretty recently, actually. I'm like eating, and I'm like, ooh, this is good. And I'm eating it, and it's like chocolate, and it's like moist, right? It's like the moistest chocolate cake, and I got like amazing chocolate frosting, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, my eyes are closed, okay? Because I'm like, fucking, you got to know me and know that I am a foodie. Foodie. I love food. The way to my heart is through my belly. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating it. And next thing I know, this is what I hear. I'm like, no. Keep my eyes closed. Another bite. Then I feel a paw on my shoulder. No. So then I look, I turn my head to the right, and who's nose to nose with me? Keela. Hey, Mom. Hey, you all know that? Like, you want some cake? You want me to have some? I'll have some cake, Mom. Hey, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, no, Keela, you're not having any cake. Turn my head, take another bite. What does she do? Nudges my hand. Why? Because she knows that if she nudges my hand, then the fucking cake isn't going to go into my mouth, and it's going to fall. And when it falls, she's going to get it. So it's like that nudging feeling. You have this nudging feeling, right? Like, you're trying to keep your shit together. You're trying to just do the thing, but you have this nudging. Keela. Keela is my 22-month-old Malinois. I think she's should be 22 months here coming up. And you have that nudging feeling. You have a baby Keela like I do, nudging you. because you're trying to just eat the cake, right? You're just trying to stay focused. But the nudging doesn't go away because the nudging, that's your heart. That's the universe. That's God talking to you. That's your passion trying to come out. And you're like, nope, 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 nope. And then the nudging's like, hey, excuse me. Hey, I'm right here. Hey, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. And I'm asking you tonight to pull your head out of your ass and listen. And I'm asking you that because you deserve to listen and you deserve to be happy. And as soon as you start listening to that voice, you're going to be happy. Promise. I promise. Trust me. Take it from a girl who's been there and done it. And I've done it all. And I've ignored it. And I've ran and I've looked the other way. And then I've actually listened. And I got to tell you, since I've listened and not given a fuck about what anybody else says, I'm happy as fuck. Happy as I've ever been in my life. 30 years old. It only took 30 years. But you know what? It only took 30 years. I'm here. Hey, if you like this episode, go ahead and give me a ratings on iTunes. That would be cool. Help a girl out. Share this. Go share this on the socials. Would love that. Help me reach more people. Your girl would love that. And you know what? If this really meant something to you, get your ass into my life coaching course. You've got until January 31st until I shut the doors. And I'm telling you, you ain't never done anything like it. You've never done anything like it until you've come and coached under me. I promise. All right, Sheepdog Nation, I'll see you next time.
They buried me in the water and I came, I knew. Ha ha. Now I'm baptized in blue.
I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.
They buried me in the water in the Holy Ghost. I came out with a badge and gun and a heart that said never run. I signed up for a job you wouldn't dare to do. This ain't no green screen movie, don't compare the two. We look at your actions in the elements and everything relevant. If they line up, prepare to pay the consequence. You do dirt, you get cussed, no bluff. It's ignorant to think we will shoot with your hands up if you the police. You feel the world is against you. Like every call you go to, people trying to tempt you. Well, Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. I ride on the devil, I ain't scary and I ain't worried. You want my life, come take it, it's gonna be a fight. I take you to the light, like Will and Bright. I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue.
I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.
I can't explain the pain when I see a name on the wall. All I feel is rage, put me in a cage, let me brawl. Sometimes I can't help but cry, like why did he die? I know it was him, but it could have been I. What about the kids? What about the spouse? Yeah, now who gon' put food inside them babies' mouth? It's a bigger picture when the officer down. Domino effect, Blue Nation, family, country, and town. The media don't cover us. Well, maybe Fox, cause MSNBC and CNN surely don't care about cops. Politicians more concerned about protecting the legal instead of laying the law down and protecting the people. Let me get off my soapbox before I curse. I don't seen way too many cops riding in hearse. Well, I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue.
I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit. I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit. See, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.
If I'm faced with a mission, I'm gonna it completed, if that means being deleted. I live with the credence. I do this for the combat vets and Leos. When I'm suited, ready to go, it's either friend or foe. Only Lord knows what my future's in store. I only kill with the hope to see more, so God don't close that door. If I take a life, it's him or me, with the hopes to survive, not bigotry. I go in situations that you cannot imagine, deal with things that you cannot fathom. No ifs, buts, or rather, I'd rather fight for a cause than live for nothing. So when you read my headstone, you know I died for something. You hypersensitive shit complain by justified force. You blame the cops first, that don't work, you blame the courts. But I wouldn't expect you to understand what I do, only the thin blue line, cause they baptized in blue.
I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, never quit, I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit, see, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a fighter, never winner, never quit, I refuse to lose. I got heart and I got grit, see, I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue. I'm a warrior that's been baptized in blue.